Tennessee and short track racing all over America. Now, Lord, I pray you bless these good old boys and good old girls as they get up on the wheel to go racing today. Give them nerves of steel and courage to put that machine where no sane person would ever dare to drive. Help them to hang it out wide on the turns. Help them to dive into the corners. Mash that loud pedal and go where no man's gone before. Put that car in victory lane and may the voices of the past, may they rise with the voices of the present as we cheer them on to victory in Jesus' name. Boogity, 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 amen.
Good evening, race fans. Tonight, beneath the bright lights and the echo of country heartbeats, we gather at one of the most iconic short tracks in America, the legendary Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The stage is set, the engines are fired, and the stars of the sport are ready to put on a show Music City won't forget. It's 170 laps of pure intensity, 170 laps where speed meets strategy, nerves meet noise, and legends can be made in the blink of an eye. The grandstands are shaking, the energy is electric, and every driver out there knows that to win here, you've got to earn it the hard way. Greatness has raced these turns. History has been written in this very asphalt. And tonight, a new chapter begins. So, rise to your fans. This is racing at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Strap in tight because qualifying starts now. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway and what just so happens to be my home track. I'm Robert McKay. Alongside me is Ty Mosley, and later in the booth will be Christopher Rosca, and we welcome you to the Music City that is Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello.
Yeah, I've had the honor of coming here a few times. Unfortunately, not to broadcast. That's a hope of mine in the future. But to watch some great racing here. Went to the All-American 400 just a few weeks ago, and boy, does this place put on a show.
Hang on, I gotta switch to the good. The mic should be a little bit better.
There you go.
Yeah, is the mic better now?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Oh, your stream's not going up, which makes me very sad.
There you go. Qualifying is underway, and first, let's bring in race owner and race control Elijah Fisher. Elijah Fisher, welcome to the booth. It's Robert McKay and Ty Mosley. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right, we're here, round 2 of the series here. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's an interesting track concept. We're coming off of high banks at Daytona, and now all of a sudden the drivers are tasked with this big short track. And I say big because it feels like it's long, kind of like New Hampshire, but it races more like Martinsville and Bristol. So we'll have to see, are these drivers accumulated to how the bumps might be different from the draft track to the short track.
Yeah, exactly. One thing to note about Nashville Fairgrounds is you're right. It races more like Bristol than it does Martinsville, but it's not as banked as Bristol is. Now, in person and here on the stream, it looks as banked as Bristol, but trust me, when you're in the car, it is not as banked, and that's something the drivers are going to have to take into effect tonight. And also, as I mentioned in the pre-race driver meeting, this track loves to absolutely destroy tire. So how do you think the drivers tonight are going to handle that dynamic of trying to save their tires?
Yeah, well, I was lucky enough to get a couple laps in here before everyone showed up to the track, and from what I gathered from the data, it was telling me that surprisingly the tire wear isn't as bad as we're expecting on the short run, but it's going to be that long run that's going to be very important. Well, the drivers do have 7 sets of tires tonight, so if the wear is coming into play here,
Holy shit!
at least they could get into pit road, and they should be able to cover from any shredding that might be happening. But yes, the track definitely does not race like a Bristol or like Martinsville.
Yeah.
I have heard things from my little bit about the infamous pothole. Apparently, there's some kind of pothole out of, I think it was turn 2. One of the drivers told me about. They said you gotta watch out for that.
Oh yeah, the dip coming out of 2. Yep. Yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds it's a tricky track. It's also a very old track. This place has been around since the 1900s. I believe it was first a horse racing track, because this is at what used to be the Tennessee State Fair, is now what's called the Nashville Fairgrounds. Literally on the other side of turn 3 and 4, there's a huge fair center, like a convention center that people hold events. The Tennessee State Fair used to be here, but then they built the National Soccer Stadium right there. Anyway, stop babbling on about history. This track is very old, and it hasn't been paved in years, so it is a very bumpy track. How do you think the drivers are going to handle that? Not necessarily just the tire wear, but just keeping it straight.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, especially with the modern-day truck and how low these truck suspensions are getting to the ground. They just get closer and closer, but obviously the ride heights have been adjusted a little bit, but they're not exactly going to be running a setup that's used to the Nashville Fairgrounds, because the trucks don't go here. So teams have been going to work with trying to figure out just how they can get their balances right, and the difference between being loose or tight tonight and either grinding on that right front or right rear is really going to be the difference. For the drivers who have been to the tire shredder and cheese grater of Atlanta 2008 version, I think they might have a little bit of an advantage, at least tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Or Indy.
That too.
Yeah, exactly. The last NASCAR sanctioned race, not including ARCA and all that, was in the 80s with the NASCAR Cup Series, when they used to run the big Bodie Gen 3s. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how these drivers in these very nimble trucks handle tonight's event. Thank you for joining us, Elijah Fisher. We'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, and as qualifying comes to a close, the field is set. Let's do a run-through presented to you by W Energy.
Do you want me to do it?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, we got Mike Hauser on pole in the number 43 machine, taking an 18.504 on the outside. Less than half a tenth of a second off, we have Josh Hotshot Henderson doing an 18.55.7 in the number 17 machine. Starting P3, Bobby Hadaway?
Yep.
Yeah, Bobby Hadaway. Starting P3 into his outside. Justin Shank? I think, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Starting P4. And starting P5, my boy, Travis Farmer, putting on a great lap. Getting himself in that P5 starting position to his outside, Hayden S. Williams. Starting P7, we have Chris Loida and Evan Lug. I think, right? Evan Loud?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Loud.
And it's Chris.
Starting P8. Okay. Starting P9, we have Curtis Cairns. And his outside, Joseph Haddocks. Starting P10, and that'll round out your top 10 for the night. Then in P11, we have Aaron Stanton. And in P12, Elijah Fisher.
Yeah, Elijah Fisher is not racing in tonight's event. He is race control, but he wanted to turn some laps, kind of get a feel for the track. So we have an 11-driver field tonight, and it's going to be a good one.
Yep. So I know nothing about Nashville Fairgrounds. I don't even own the track, but
trust me,
I
know a lot about Nashville Fairgrounds. A lot.
I'm a little interested about those comparisons you guys made earlier to Atlanta and Indy. Because just knowing how tires wear sometimes, I'd have to disagree with those kinds of comparisons. Because obviously you have to think about it. This track, obviously right front, is probably going to go first. If you have a tight setup, right rear if you go loose. But you have to think about, in Atlanta, the way it shreds tires is just because you're so fast in, so fast out. And This track,
I think he was,
obviously, you guys said it races a lot like Bristol, but I don't know
I
how the
think he
speeds are
was
comparable to
comparing just.
Atlanta.
I think Elijah was just comparing how the tires degrade, not how they degrade.
Yeah.
Like just like how they feel.
Oh yeah.
Something interesting too, and was also brought up in the drivers' meeting, is the entrance to pit road here at Nashville Fairgrounds. It is tricky. Let's see if I can get a camera on it. I don't think I can.
I think I got a good comparison for the tire wear. At least it's probably going to be a lot like tracks like Iowa, with how crucial the long run tire wear is going to be to have a good shot at winning tonight. And we'll see who can save the best out here.
In this shot here, you can see all the way there in the right corner of your screen, folks. That is the entrance to pit road. It is in the middle of turns 3 and 4. It is a very tricky pit road exit entrance, so we may see some accidents coming out of there.
Yep. And I believe we're 1 to green now. Pace car lights are off. We'll be going green this time by
1 lap to the start of the race. 170 laps here around the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Monday night's winner in the Cup Series. Mike Hauser is on pole position next to Josh Henderson. The pace car pulls off into that very tricky pit road exit. No, it does not. I'm a liar. Don't believe me.
What?
Looks like we have.
Oh, okay, so we're not going green this time.
3 to green. Okay, now we should be 1 to green. My mistake.
Oh, darn. The pace car pump faked me. That's why his lights out. Well, hopefully this race is more entertaining than the Green Bay Packers offense, and we'll be in a good position.
Hey, the Green Bay Packers are awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Josh Allen is awesome.
I do have him in fantasy, and he scored me 51 points, so I have to agree with you on that one. All right.
Yes, sir.
This time, the pace car should be pulling off onto pit road. If I remember correctly, it is, because they always add an extra lap. There it is. Pace car pulls off onto pit road. The 43, the 17, the Ford, and the Chevy lead this field to green here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We're green in Music
And the green
City.
flag is out. And what a jump from the 43 on the outside. He's already almost gone. Pulling out 2 car lengths right off the start. 17 in P2, and the number 71 up in the P3.
Great start there for the 43, but the battles are happening in the back of the pack. The 96 running up wide here. A little bit of contact with the wall, running side by side there with Chris Liotta there in the 69 machine.
Number 3 car kind of jumping back off the start here. Stuck up on the outside. I don't really know which one's the best lane to be in, but I think it gets you on the tire stay on the bottom.
The low.
So it'll be interesting.
The low line is technically the preferred line. That 6 there went 3 wide there earlier. These trucks are side by side. Great battles throughout the field. As Mike Hauser in the lead, extending his lead and setting the fastest lap.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here comes the 22, maybe. The 3 in this,
88.
I don't know. Yeah, the 3 and the 88 side by side for a little while there. 3 finally getting the move done is Chris Liotta up into P6 or P5 there.
Yeah, Chris Liotta up into P6, right behind the 3 and the 88, who are still battling. But back to back, the 96 keeps trying that high lane, but it doesn't seem to be working out for him well. If you were paying attention to the race footage during the interview, the 96 took advantage of the fact that iRacing doesn't kick you off the track after the qualifying laps and continue to run laps as the 71 around. Nope, that's not the 71. That is the 22. The 22 of Rob Withord around.
We should be alright. Yeah, you got it going.
Yep.
Good job there of not causing any unnecessary incidents, and we'll keep it going. But unfortunate turn of events for the 22 machine there.
We stay green here at Nashville Fairgrounds, but he is 11 seconds behind the field and at risk of getting lapped as the 71 sets the fastest lap.
Ooh, fancy. It looks like the gap between the 43 and the 17 might be close just a little bit here.
Right on board the 13 of Travis Farmer. This is the 69 of Chris Liotta as Farmer sets the fastest lap.
There we go. These guys starting to pick up the pace up here.
Travis Farmer is setting some blistering laps here.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
As you can see, the field
But
is kind of stretched now down to single file. Trucks are still kind of one behind the other.
Yep.
But Mike Howitzer is extending his lead out to about 0.5 of a second, but the 17, Josh Henderson, is not letting him get away. He is staying on his tail. Let's compare the two.
Trucks are cool.
Here we go. Mike Howitzer is just marginally faster by about 0.1 of a second. But Josh Henderson is not letting him go. He is staying right there, even though he is technically 1/10 slower.
One thing that's a big thing to pay attention to is the consistency of these lap times. As, wow, Josh Henderson 0.2 faster than Mike Hauser on that last lap, and he's closing the distance quick now.
Yeah, exactly. Josh was very close to Mike Hauser there at the beginning of the race during qualifying. Oh, got beaten out by 0.000ths of a second. He could be looking for redemption here as he sets another lap faster than Mike Hauser. Is Mike Howitzer good on the short run, or is Josh just burning up his stuff trying to catch up?
That's the big thing here, and time will tell. And if, obviously from a blind perspective, I don't really know the track very well, I would have to say that Josh might be burning this stuff up just a little bit too much by running up in the center of the corner and then going back down. I think he needs to do more of a line that Mike Hauser's running, where he just wraps that bottom all the way around, although he's washing up now a little bit too.
It's kind of hard to stay down to the bottom here with these cars. Again, the only races I have seen at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway on the 7th big track, the big oval, is stocks, late models, and super late models. And they also have kind of a hard time sticking it really well to the bottom there because this track does eat tires. That is something I've said many times throughout this race, and it might be too early here at the Fairgrounds.
Yeah, and it's wrapping that bottom. I mean, it's a hard thing to do, but I feel like if you can wrap that bottom here tonight, you're going to have a great shot on the long run pace of keeping those tires nice and cool. But now the 71, or sorry, not 71, the 17 wrapping the bottom a little bit nicer than he was earlier in the run. He might be. And as soon as I say that, we're up the track a little bit, but it's going to be interesting. Him and the 43 running very similar lines at very similar pace here. Not letting each other get away from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is probably one of the closest battles here out on the field. Closest I can see, it's just kind of throughout the back of the pack here. 27, 33, 13. 13 runs a little bit high. Maybe he's burning up some stuff, but Travis Farmer is actually quite good at saving his tires, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do here on the long run in that mountain.
Yep. Just a hornet's nest back here, and then two up front just kind of running away with it.
Exactly. That's something you see a lot in the midfield at any track, really, except like super speedways, because the entire thing is hornet's nest. Excuse me. But yeah, it's quite interesting to see this kind of big hornet's nest here at the back. The 27 dives down to the inside of the 13. This is the battle for the 7th position.
Oh, almost 3 wide there.
And the 27 makes the pass. 13 around. Saves it. Oh, up into the wall. Hits the wall hard.
Oh.
And that should be the caution. He's stuck there at the top of the corner, and there's the caution. Caution out here at the Fairgrounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a unfortunate turn of events for Travis Farmer there. I think it might have been just a little bit of net code between him and the car behind.
Yeah, let's get his opinion on it. Let's bring up Travis Farmer, driver number 13. Travis Farmer, oh, that's the wrong channel. Whoops. Travis Farmer, it's Robert McKay and Ty Mosley in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
All right, what happened there? A little bit of netcode incident, or did you just get loose coming into 3?
Yeah, I just got loose. Got on the brake a little too hard. That's all.
And it, obviously no fast repairs here in the Inspired Racing League. How much damage do you think you have to that front end? Because you hit the wall pretty hard.
Not much. Hopefully, anyway. I'm getting ready to find out.
Anything feel weird about the car, or do you think it's just cosmetic?
Nah, just cosmetic, I hope. Well, fine.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll see you soon, Travis.
Yeah. All right, have a good one.
You too.
You too.
As we're under caution here, we're going to step away quickly, but don't worry, you won't miss anything. We're going Green Flag Racing Network side by side. This broadcast production is brought to you by our great friends over at Dubby Energy. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They don't use artificial dyes and contains vitamins. This broadcast production is brought to you by our to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They don't use artificial dyes and contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Next time you go to buy W's great products, be sure to use our code GFRN for 10% at checkout. That is GFRN for 10% at checkout.
Hey you, yeah you. Are you tired of endlessly scrolling on trading paints trying to find that perfect paint scheme but it never seems to be there? Well, I got the solution for you. Griffin Race Paints. Griffin Race Paints just did a massive price cut, and also for the rest of the year, you'll also be getting a 45% off discount, GRP 45. Always remember, Griffin Race Paints adds an extra 200 horsepower to your hot rod. Griffin Race Paint, where design meets performance.
The Inspired Racing League Cup Series.
One last gas down to the bottom. Hauser down to Blind Mike. Hauser takes Chicagoland and his first win in Inspired.
We're the best of the best. Duke it out every week for that sweet taste of victory.
Another caution right now would change everything.
Oh, speaking of cautions, there they go. God's almighty damn. Ty Wilson.
Where legends rise and underdogs thrive.
And RFA got permission to burn it down for the second.
Welcome back here to Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The green flag is out. There's the 13 starting there from the rear. But let's go to the front of the field. The 43 already extends his lead, and all the action is happening there. Fourth on back. The 27 is currently side-by-side with the 71. The 69 is side-by-side with the 6. Too wide here. The 27 makes the move. He's up to 4th.
Yeah, there it is again. That little hornet's nest of 4 cars right there. Oh, somebody got loose. I think it was Chris Lyota.
Yes, Chris Lyota currently side by side here with the 88. This is currently the battle for the 8th position or 7th position. 69 struggling here for some reason. Obviously on older tires, so don't exactly know how much fuel these guys have in the tank. As 69 gets loose.
I think he saved it, yep.
69 saves it. We stay green.
Very unfortunate for him, though. That's a lot of the time to try to make up, especially on worn tires. 43 remains the leader out here tonight. You know, another hornet's nest right here, the 88 to 22 on the 6. They're fighting it out here, and Travis Farmer is just sitting there behind them. Maybe picking his battles here.
Yeah, exactly. He is on fresh tires. He could be saving tires here as the 22 dives down to the inside of the 6, heading through turns 3 and 4.
This is a good little battle right here. Is 22 actually gets a great run there on the bottom, and he should be able to clear the 6 going on the 1 and 2 here.
Whoa, 6 up into the wall.
They touch. Oh, that's a hard hit for the 6 car.
And
But we stay green for the moment.
That is a lot of damage there to the right front of that truck, and the caution's out. I believe the caution is out for the 6.
We got debris.
Could be, yes. Let's get race control's quick opinion on that. Elijah, it's the voice in the booth. Curious question, was the caution there for the 6, or was it another incident?
It's going to be looking like it's going to be on the 71. It looks like that incident was happening first. Most of the other trucks there trying to avoid it, and sometimes contact is made when that happens.
Alrighty, thank you. We're going to get that replay up here. See what we missed. Oh, that is a hard hit. Oh, it looks like the 71 had a separate incident. That's what it's looking like.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought that was the 69 of Chris Lyota coming out of the pits, but no, that was the 71 parked up there. So, he just gets loose, couldn't save it on the front stretch, fish down all over the place. Oh, that's a hard hit into the inside wall. And
Great, somewhat good save there, like keeping on the brakes, slamming on the brakes, and not coming back up into traffic. Great save there by the 71, but that is a lot of damage to the right front of that race, left front of that race car. The Nashville Fairgrounds is unforgiving tonight. Multiple cars already involved in incidents because of getting loose. 34 laps into a 170 lap race.
The fairground taketh, the fairground giveth.
Exactly, see that 71 sitting there on pit road. I believe we are double filing.
Yeah, I mean, the racing quality, what we've got in the racing has been pretty good tonight. We've been seeing some battles up and down the field, but it's mainly just a duel between that 43 and that 17.
And
We'll see maybe here with traffic in front, maybe the 17 can find a way around the 43, but 3-car up in the first place after staying out.
Exactly, a repeat of Daytona here. Those H&W boys, the 3 and the 22, leading here at the Fairgrounds. The 22 got the win last week at Daytona National Speedway. The 3, his race was ended up in the catch fence. If you saw the TikTok we did a while ago, the 3 coming to the line at Daytona ended up in the catch fence, 1 to green.
So they're going to be starting side by side here, and it is the 88 and Travis and the 13 of Travis Farmer starting P3 and P4.
But look just behind them, Mike Howitzer starting in the 5th position here, 5th or 6th. 5th position. He's going to try to throw his hat in the ring. He's been the dominant truck all night, but in dirty air, will that change? Hayden and Rob lead us to green here, coming to the W restart zone, and we are green back here in Music City. Great restart by the 3.
Great jump from those 2 guys up front as they're going to be able to get clear of everybody else, get down the single file as Travis Farmer in the 88 battling hard for P3 right now. And there it is, Hauser right behind them.
That 27 getting swirly on the back bumper. 3 wide here at the Fairgrounds.
Ooh, that was a very brief 3 wide, and that's probably for good reason. 27 really loose on entry.
43 around.
It's the 43.
Hits the
we don't want to see the
caution out.
That might throw things into a wrench if he's got any kind of bad damage on the 43 machine, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like he kept it out of the wall.
You don't say.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he kept most of it out of the wall. He hit the wall, but he kept the important parts from hitting the wall too hard, so he should be alright, but that's definitely going to throw a wrench in his race strategy tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That was the 27. Let's bring him in. Never mind, he's not in a call. Forget that I just said that. Let's bring in Mike Howitzer. Mike, it's Robert McKay and Ty Mosley in the booth. Got a copy.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I got a little bit of contact there by the 27. He got loose. Any damage there to that SDP machine?
Yeah, crew chief's saying we got damage on the left side and the rear end. I'm just thankful it's not real damage, so we're going to pull in here and see what we got. But I'm really hoping that doesn't take the 43 out tonight. We're super fast up front, and I think we got a shot to win this thing if we can keep it underneath us here. Yeah, about a minute of damage, but I don't think all of it's fixable, unfortunately, so we'll have to see what we got to do.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming through turns 2. The 27 gets loose and just tags you, and then you go up into the wall?
I guess so. I didn't expect it, honestly. I just saw, 27. Next thing I know, I'm getting pushed into the wall, so I don't know. It is what it is, Aaron said it was just a simple mistake, and it happens. It's short track racing, but we'll keep fighting. We'll try to get the 43 back into this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Looking here at you, your left front wheel is cambered. We'll say that.
I hope that's cambered on purpose. It just says door damage. Luckily, no wheel damage here.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's part of the setup, but it is angling in towards the body. So hopefully that doesn't cause you any issues. We'll see only one way to find out. Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
I mean, it just looked like, something that's pretty common on the short tracks there for the 27. Well, why he got loose is because obviously these guys, like you said, it's hard to wrap the bottom, but they're at the bottom. You got to get as much rotation as you can in the corner. So they're moving the brake biases down quite a bit, and that might have just been maybe a little bit too low on the setup and being a little too brave with the braking, and just 21 or 27 just snaps loose and causes that wreck right there.
Yeah, exactly, as we're coming to the green. Pace car pulls off here onto pit road. The 3 leads us to green once again, and we're green here at the Fairgrounds.
Another great jump for those 2 up front. And again, they're going to get down the single file with each other, the 2 teammates, as you said. But here comes Travis Farmer on the inside in the 13 machine. Ooh, just barely gets his nose chopped by the 22. But I am interested to see what Travis Farmer can do on these slightly fresher tires, but I think these guys up front. With the 3 car pulling away pretty good now.
Yeah, exactly. That 3 getting out to the lead. Sorry about me being silent there for a second. We are experiencing some technical difficulties on the Gaslight Racing League series. So if you're on our page trying to get to the Gaslight Racing League late model stocks at also Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, stay here, folks. That stream will be up shortly. Sorry about the and for the people on the IRL channel, no need to worry. That 3 with the commanding lead out to about 6/10. Let's pop in with the 43 here, who does have that damage. Kind of sitting around there mid-pack, still battling with the 88. Still worried
17
about
making a move up to P2. Sorry to cut you off over. Yeah, 17 I think was going to move up to P2, and I would watch him. He's got fresh tires, and he was the 2nd fastest, staying right with that 43 machine. So I'm interested to see if he can track down this number 3 car for truck. Yeah, my bad about cutting you off, damn. I just had to. As he's already gapped 22 pulling up. Yeah, he's closing on that 3 car, so this could be, or 3 truck, sorry. This could be a really great opportunity for the 17 to put some space between him and the 43. And yep, just setting the fastest lap there for Josh Henderson. And that 17 machine, and he is running down this 3 truck.
caution out.
Ah, darn.
Let's see here, coming to the session events, looks like Chris Lyota, Mike Howitzer involved. Let's get the replay.
Ooh. Might have been the Jinx pulling him up.
69 gets loose. Oh, and just comes in front of the 43. Hits him again. 43 into the wall. Oh no. It's gonna
that might be bad damage for Mike Hauser here on top of what he already had. Guys just nails the 60. Yeah, oh. I think he got loose from that first contact and it just shot him back up into the wall with the 69 truck.
That might indeed be race over for the 43. Let's bring in Chris Lyota. Chris, it's Robert McCain, Ty Mosley in the booth. Just got loose out of 4 again?
Yeah, it's a little loose, huh?
Just a little?
Just a little. No, the truck's really quick. It is quick. It's just, unfortunately, we messed up and we collected Mike Hauser and got loose, so just couldn't do anything about it. So, other than that, we got some good opportunities and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Is that race over for you, or do you still got a fighting chance?
We got a minute of optional, so not day over yet.
Yeah, but about that 43, hoping it's not day over for him too. Looks like he's back out on track, but that's the second incident in a row he's been involved in. He's your teammate, correct?
Yeah, unfortunately I hate doing that to him, but he was involved in an earlier wreck and he just had nowhere to go. Just locked down in front of me and had nowhere to go on it. So that's all. That's all you can do there.
Yeah, not much you can do. Thank you for joining us. Chris Lyota, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, just an unfortunate turn of events there for the two teammates getting together on that wreck, and we'll see how well either one of them's able to bounce back. But I mean, on the 17 right now, I'm feeling very good about my position as with the 43 buried down. He's, in my opinion, 17 second fastest car tonight. On par with that 43, at least from that short run we got at the start. And we'll see if he's able to capitalize on this gap he's been given to the 43.
Exactly. The 17 now leads the second fastest truck tonight. And we're green here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Great jump there by the 17. The 22 follows just behind. The Hornet's Nest in the back continues as the 27 sends it 3 wide on the 72 and the 6. 72 goes up, loses a bunch of positions. The 6 looking to the inside of the 13, who's on the inside of the 88. 13 and 88 battling. This is the battle for the 5th position, I believe. No, this is for the 3rd position. My mistake. The 3 tries down to the inside of the 27. 27 down to the inside of the 6. 88 runs high. 27 tries to make a move on the 6. Enix succeeds. The 27 up to 6th.
The 27 truck's been real quick tonight, really aggressive. We'll see, he might be a contender here, but obviously we still got a long ways to go.
Maybe a contender if he doesn't burn up his stuff. 6 around, contact with the 3. 6 into the wall, we stay green.
Should stay green, 1 car incident.
Yep, we are.
I don't know how much damage that'll be for the 6. Fastest lap, Josh Henderson in that 17 truck.
Exactly, he is already 1.3 seconds and blistering. Again, folks, if you are here to watch the Gaslight Racing League late models also at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, please tune into the other live stream here on the Green Flag Racing Network that's labeled the Wine Country Classic 155 at Sonoma Raceway. It is the late model series. We had a bit of technical difficulties and it's under the wrong name, but I will change it after the fact. So if you're trying to watch the late models, go over there.
Who's broadcasting that one?
Roscoe. Will be joining
okay.
us here shortly after that race is over. They're currently on lap 57 out of 125. So this has obviously been a much cleaner race than that. The 22 is currently being chased down by the 13, which is just giving more time. It's giving more time to the 17 to extend his lead. But the 88 is getting squirrely there. This is the battle for 4th or 5th. The 27 makes
27 just put a power on the outside. And here comes the 43. Maybe slowly but surely able to work his way back up to the field as he's going to get the outside of the 88 too. And following this same process that 27 just went through.
You know what they say, slow but steady wins the race. I'm going to give you a good example here. With National Fairgrounds Speedway, I watched the All-American 400 country Saturdays ago at the National Fairgrounds. And the 26 was on pole position, lost the lead in the first lap to the 28, but after 180 of the 200 laps, the 26 got back out to the lead and won it. So especially here at National Fairgrounds, just because you lost the lead from pole does not mean you're out of it.
Yeah, you just gotta be patient, save your stuff. You know, play your cars right, and you'll be up there at the end as long as you got the pace. And this 43 car definitely does have the pace.
Exactly. He's smart, he's methodical, and he's a winner. Obviously seen last week at Watkins Glen where he won that race.
And that 17 though, gotta appreciate how much he's taking advantage of this opportunity he's been given. And I'll tell you what, he's
way loose off the corner.
Yeah, 22 really loose out of the corner, but 17 really capitalizing here, and we'll see. Maybe this will be the difference. Just that one incident between the two teammates is 22 is going way up and then cutting way down. He's getting real loose.
Yeah, the 22 here gets really loose coming off of 4 just a lap ago. But that costs the 13 here. It's the 3 to the outside of the 13. The 13, Travis Farmer, is not in a good situation here.
Yeah, he's stuck behind the 2s. The 27 managed to get around. And here comes the 3 car. Turning on his teammate on the inside. They're almost doing it.
Yeah, side-by-side contact between teammates. Teammates in the wall. The 22 and the 3.
Oh, and they both reckon that's another pair of teammates. But we should stay green as they both kept it going. Oh, caution flies out. Do that on lap 67.
Don't.
No, I was waiting for you to do it.
No. Contact between. Oh, no, sorry. My mistake. The 17 and the 22 are teammates. The 3 and the 88 are teammates. Wow.
Oh. Wow.
I misplaced the two. Still side by side there.
No, you're good. The 3 and the 17 are numbers that look very much alike.
Yeah.
Easy to get them confused.
Yeah, the 3 and the 17 are not teammates. The 3 and the 22 are not teammates. The 17 and the 22 are teammates. Let's bring in the 3. Hayden Williams, it's the boys in the booth. First of all, I apologize. I've been calling you teammates with the 17 this entire race and didn't realize you were on separate teams. My apologies. Secondly, coming back through the field, had some really hard racing there with the 22. What happened? What, did you get loose, or?
I don't really know what happened. I was just coming off the corner, and I don't know if I came up or Robert came down when we made contact, and to the inside wall we went.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what, the third or fourth caution tonight. It just seems like everyone's getting loose. How does the car feel? Is it a very loose, snappy car? Or?
Coming off 4, it's very snappy. It's starting to get that way off too. Other than that, it drives fine, but it is getting snappy.
Yeah, and that's, as again, I said that during the drivers' meeting before the race. This track loves to eat tires, and it is loose, even if it's 40 degrees or 140 degrees. So just be careful with that tonight.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you later. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And again, I apologize to H&W Motorsports and Full Throttle Union, thinking that they're on the same team. Oopsie daisy. One to green here. Ty, you've seen all these drivers getting loose and causing incidents. If you were driving and you were a truck on this field, would you try to drive differently, or would you just
I mean, it really just kind of depends. For me, as a driver perspective, this would be the kind of racer I would love to be in the car instead of in the booth, because I love a race car that drives loose, and you can take advantage of it. It's just you gotta drive right on the edge, and I think it's what the best to do. You don't want to back away. You can drive different, but you're probably gotta drive slower. The fast line where it's loose is where you want to be. That's where it's going to be quick. So just drive the same, and not so much hope, just play your cards right and drive it the right way, and you can make that edge work really well for you. As we've seen the 17 able to do that masterfully here tonight. And we are green once again, and 43 is not at the lead.
96.
Oh, the 43 is not leading? Oh.
The 43 is leading, I was about to say. Let's get the replay here. 96 gets loose coming into 2. Locks it down. And doesn't save it. Hits the wall. Sits on the bottom of the track. Caution comes out.
I think that's just another one of those things like with the 27 where just, running low on the brake bias, and it just doesn't work out.
I personally think that these drivers are racing this track a little bit harder than they should have, but hey, it's short track racing, right? You're going to be pushing hard, and especially at a track like Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. It's a very historic track. Legends like Darrell Waltrip and Dale Earnhardt have won here at the Fairgrounds. It is a very historic track. It is a great track. In my opinion, honestly, it's one of the best short tracks in the country. But that is a very heated opinion. Which I don't know why, because it's an absolutely amazing racetrack, as we've seen here tonight. And just outside of Nashville, as you might be able to see, actually it's too dark, is the great city of Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, home to Broadway, Country Music Hall of Fame, the Nashville Predators, and the Tennessee Titans. It's a great town. I've been there many, many times, considering I'm a 45-minute drive away.
Yep.
if you are ever going down I-65 or ever going to Tennessee, I highly advise you go to Nashville and the Smokies. You'll have a grand time, especially if you're old enough to drink.
This is a bad question. Is Nashville where Vandy is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Diego Pavia.
Yeah, actually.
And the Vanderbilt Commodores.
That's my favorite college football team. Yeah, Vanderbilt is actually just on the outskirts of, or it's technically in downtown Nashville. So if you go down Broadway up past Bridgestone Arena, which is where the NHL team, the Nashville Predators, play, you keep going over that, you go over 65, it's like right there. And that area is great. It's typical college town, whole bunch of shops, whole bunch of apartments. The great medical facilities, Vanderbilt Health are over there too. Nashville's just a great town. And these drivers are putting on a great race here in Music City. Pace car pulls off. We're about to go green here once again. The 43 will be leading us to green here, followed by the 69, the 13, and the 88.
All right, and here we go. Green flag is back out in the great jump for the 43 here as he's going to get well clear. As he's been doing all night when he's in the lead. He just gets great jumps here. And the teammate in the 69 right behind him in P2. But he's got Travis Farmer to hold off.
The 17 involved in the Hornets. This, that 88, 27 still battling hard. This is the battle for fourth.
'17 is selecting the power on by on the outside. I think the 69 got a little bit loose there going on the 2, opened up the door for Travis Farmer to speak on by up in the P2 now.
17 gets high, 88 comes up with the 17, 17 around, hard into the wall. Caution out.
That's unfortunate. That's just, I think the 88 just washed up. I mean, it's just, they were going on the corner tight. 17 thought he was clear. Lifted. The 88 must have gotten on the gas, thinking he could make the move, and then just, they came together. That's pretty unfortunate for the 17. Such a strong car out here tonight in the early run. Or just in the early parts of this race.
Yeah, exactly. And let's bring back in Elijah Fisher, because I want to get his opinion on the chaos that's happened tonight. Elijah Fisher, welcome back to the booth. This is what, the 6th caution tonight?
Yeah, I believe so.
Drivers just getting loose. We're just over halfway, just under halfway through the race. I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, just a lot of drivers getting loose.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of these guys are getting really loose into the corner, but to be completely honest, it looks like it's a positioning issue. It looks like it's been very hard to pass. The data is telling us there haven't really been a whole lot of passing this race. So I think some of these guys are trying to take advantage of these restarts and get those extra positions, and it's just not working out the way I think they're intending it to be.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, to be fair, some of this is just drivers pushing it too hard. Have you said anything to the drivers about maybe trying to change the way they're attacking the corners?
Yeah, we have so far. Just kind of letting them know, like, hey, we're not even quite towards halfway yet. Just reminding everybody to take some breaths, and you know, sometimes just letting a person go at this stage in the race is going to play dividends to keeping a clean truck for the end.
Yeah, and obviously, you said earlier in the pre-race drivers meeting that there is a 3-strike system. How is that working out tonight? Is anyone kind of approaching that 3rd strike? Or?
Well, I think this plays into what you mentioned with it being loose on the track, and it's just a lot of drivers getting really over hesitant and just making contact with other drivers.
Alrighty, will he get back to race control? Hopefully we won't have to have the same talk again. Hopefully we can rest them.
Yeah, for sure.
One can hope.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We're doubling up here, 1 to green.
Yeah, we'll see how the 17 can rebound after that. Is, you know, although his competitor mainly pace-wise for tonight, the 43 was able to bounce back, and we'll see if the 17 hopefully can do the same. I'd love to see the battle between those two on a long run.
And the green flag is back out. 17, horrible restart. Could potentially be starting in 3rd there. But Travis Farmer now up to the 2nd position. Makes the overtake done on the 13, on the 27. 27 battling with the 22 here for position.
We'll see what Travis Farmer up in the P2 can do. He's one of those guys, if we get a really long run, he could definitely save the tires and stretch it out and maybe make a lap of this 42 truck. As Chris Lyotta making a move to the bottom of the 6.
Round again. He saves it. We're green.
That's a great job by just everybody there, not causing any unnecessary contact. 96 keeping it pinned down low and just getting out of the way. As it's just been a rough night for this 96 truck. Travis Farmer under attack from that 27 machine now. But like Fisher had said, it's just going to be hard to pass here tonight. So.
Yeah, exactly. My mic cut out there for a second. I'm like, why are you talking over me? And then I realized I wasn't actually being picked up.
Yeah, I got you. I guess I'll keep the yap going while Robert's having his mic problems. But yeah, these top 3, a lot closer than we've seen the top 3 all night. And hopefully they can get a little closer and we can have a nice little 3-car group up here. And it's looking like that as the 43 kind of slow. I don't know if he's saving tires dramatically now or what, but Travis Farmer's really closing in on him.
Yeah, I believe the 43 is saving tires. But as we're kind of single file here, as we're green, let's crank it up.
When's Roscoe getting here? What track are they at? Oh, okay. I was gonna say they better hurry up. Oh, 43 gets moved by Travis Farmer, and Travis Farmer up in the P1. Nobody can hear me, but still.
Welcome back here to the Fairgrounds, and as we were cranking it up, the 13 new leader, 43 gets loose, the 13 and the 27 overtake, and Travis Farmer leads.
We'll see how well he can hold on to it. But 27 immediately on the attack here.
27 has been
on that bottom lane.
Yeah, that 27 has been aggressive all night long. Let's see what he'll do here.
I think he just tried to send it a little too deep on the bottom, and it cost him on the exit there. Travis just rolling the better line, keeping the more momentum.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot talk.
Travis Farmer, this is his first few laps led here in the Platinum Truck Series here for Inspired Racing League. He has a win in the Gen 6 Cup Series, so does the 43. Not sure if Aaron in the 27 has one, but the 13 is a very veteran, seasoned driver. Has basically won in anything he's raced in. You put him in a car, he'll go fast.
Yeah, and he's proving that tonight. This track is giving a lot of guys trouble. He's just slowly but surely pulling away from the 27. I'm assuming Travis has managed to save his tires a little bit better than that 27. I'm assuming 27, from what I've seen, he's definitely been burning his stuff up maybe a little bit more than the other.
Exactly. I honestly think the 27 is burning up more stuff than the 13, because the 27 seems to be on the attack. You kind of see him running up higher than the 13 is, and he is pushing that car hard.
Wait, was that not what I just said?
Oh, did you just say that? Whoops. Listen, I'm tired.
Yeah, that's what...
I'm tired.
I am. I'm running on 6 hours of sleep in the last 2 days.
Yo, same. Sleep deprived.
Yay! Yeah, but looks like Travis Farmer, he's just kind of running his line, and the 27's maybe moving a little bit more, trying to find that time.
13 gets kind of loose off the corner there. That gives the 27 an opportunity to attack. Maybe the 13's burning up his stuff.
Maybe, but and he just drives it off of that corner. He's really getting these guys in 1 and 2. Maybe losing a little bit in 3 and 4 on the 27, but he really gets them on the exit of 1 and 2. A lot more stable on the exit of 3 and 4. He's kind of starting to move his exit down a little bit, maybe finding more grip, exiting in the middle instead of exiting up top.
Yeah, that's 27 something the attack, but the 43 falling off hard. He's in 3rd position. He's already almost 2 seconds behind.
He must have just torched his tires when he got loose there. And
I think that's exactly what happened. Is the 96 and the 6 here, back in the pack. I believe they're, yeah, this is the battle for 10th.
yeah, gotta get that top 10. Let's go to the stat sheet.
Yeah, the 96 has been struggling all night long, and he's currently battling for the 10th position. Let's pull up the track map here with everybody. There we go. So you can see the 96 through turns 1 and 2. That's the only thing separating the 96 and the 6 from the leaders. These two are really close to being a lap down. 96 makes the pass. He's now up to 10th. 96
This car's dropping back. Maybe burned up his tires, and the 96 getting loose again. That's gotta suck for him. I mean, he just worked so hard for that overtake, and it just slips away again, getting loose.
Yeah, that 96 has not been having a fun time. The 13 still after Thanksgiving.
S27 looking to make a move off in the turn 1 as no, and he goes back to around the outside. He's trying to find a way around Travis Holmes. I think Travis Holmes just staying cool, calm, and collected, holding his line the whole way around the 27, but all over the place, trying to get around him. Anyway, what'd you say about Thanksgiving?
You don't sing Christmas carols until after Thanksgiving. See how it's working?
Nah, jingle bell, jingle
I
bell,
will mute you.
jingle bell. Aw, darn. Well, okay, give me a Thanksgiving song then.
See, here's the thing,
That's what I thought.
I mean, does this Charlie Brown theme song count? Because, Charlie Brown sings.
No, we can't. We can't count the Peanuts theme song as there's not even any lyrics in it. That's like every episode.
I know, but when I think of when I think of the Peanuts, I think of the Charlie Brown, the Great
The
Pumpkin,
piano.
and Thanksgiving. So,
What about the Christmas tree one?
because there's Christmas movies. No one writes a movie about Thanksgiving. Actually, no. Oh my God, what was that movie?
What about the one with Owen Wilson, where they take turkeys off the menu?
Yeah, what was that movie?
What was it? What was it called, bro?
Definitely not the horror movie Thanksgiving.
Honestly, bro, Turkey Owen Wilson, that's the goat.
Freebirds.
Oh yeah, Freebirds.
I've never seen Freebirds.
I haven't either, but I've watched some videos about it.
I love how we got into those singles file, and now we're talking about kids movies.
Yep. Whoa, hey. Do not disrespect the cinematic masterpiece Freebirds. It looks like the 6 car got her back around the 96, and the 96 was struggling for any kind of rear grip now.
Whoa, 96. That 96 struggling hard. Now he's about to be put a lap down.
I don't want to laugh.
Hits the wall again. Is he going to take out the
Oof.
he dives down low? He's struggling hard. He's probably got a bunch of damage to that right front.
Yeah, it's going to cause them to hit the wall more and more and more. Yes, we got the 6 car coming out of the pits now. What's the tuck on down for this?
27
Nice
hits
fresh
the back
out.
bumper of the 13.
That
The
is
battle
fun.
here is heating up. Sorry
Yep.
to cut you off.
And then it's pulling back down because they gap up again. And it's just back and forth between the 13 and the 27. Somebody's going to have the same tires a little bit better. I think we're starting to see it now. The 27 kind of washing up.
Is the 27
That might start to cost them.
Is the 27 27 using up what he potentially saved here to try to make the pass from 13 before the green flag
I mean,
stops.
that is the move when you save tires, is you gotta use what you wait, and then about 10 laps before you're gonna pit, you just burn it. You burn what you save and push as hard as you can. So he could potentially be doing that, but also at 13, he's doing a great job of just keeping them behind him.
Yeah, exactly. When you're saving up tires and not using them at the end, that's like drinking part of a soda and going, you know what, I'm going to leave it here on the table so I can drink it later, and then never drinking it again. Like,
That is a great comparison.
You'll just lose,
It's like the 1 cup left in the 2-liter bottle that just sits there.
yeah, exactly. It just becomes syrup water at that point.
Yummers. Anyway, caution flies here on lap 118.
Is it the 96?
No, it's a 6 truck. Okay.
Trying to find the 6. Oh, it is the 6. Let's get that replay here. Try to find out where exactly he crashed. Oh, he just gets loose on his... No. Trying to figure out what happened. Oh, yep, 6 just gets loose coming off of 3. Under caution here for the 7th time tonight. First caution in a while. This will allow our drivers to come down and take tires. This is green flag pit stops.
Yep. So, funny thing, hopefully that race is lining up because I gotta head out, fam.
Alright,
It's been a fun one though tonight.
see you later, Ty Mosley. Thank you for joining us in the booth.
Adios, fellas.
Alrighty, Christopher Roscoe will be joining us here very shortly. This is kind of that weird point in between the switch of broadcasters. So I am all alone for the next 5 minutes. The 27 off pit road inherits the lead. It's going to be quite interesting here to see. Oh, no, yep, no, 27. The 6 getting the wave around here shortly. As you see, the 6 should be getting his wave around here shortly, and we'll be going 1 to green here at the Fairgrounds. The 6 makes it by the iRacing pace car, and we are 1 to green here. We have about 50 or 60 laps here left at the Nashville Fairgrounds as the Gaslight Racing League late models wrap up their race here. They're 2 to green. Crowning 2 winners tonight here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here on the Green Flag Racing Network. Pace car pulls off. The 27 and the 13 lead the field to green. The 43 and the 17 who started this race 1-2 sit beside him. 27 leads the field to the restart zone. We're green here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The 27, great jump there. Immediately dives down to the inside. The 43 makes the pass on the 13. The 43 hungry for that win. He started on pole position, now pulled down through the back, and he'll be looking for the lead. The 22, the 17, his teammate, his actual teammate, overtakes the 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sitting those 5 drivers. The 13 battling with the 17. The 13 gets loose off 2. Here comes the 17 on the outside. The 17 gets loose. Squirmy. He saves it. Great save there by the 17. The 3 gets Squirmy. Caution out. Believe that is going to be the 22 of Rob Withoit. Exactly. I think then the up here, gets loose all on his own. Yes, he does. And the 88 hits him, and the 22 is now bumperless. Speaking of which, let's bring in the 22 and get his opinion on here. Robert, it's Robert in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. A lot going on for you, though. Looks like, what, you just got loose there, and then the 88 stole your bumper?
Yeah. Drove it in a little too hard.
That seems to be the story tonight. A lot of drivers doing that. How does the car feel? Is it loose? Is it tight? Is it snappy? Or are you just setting it in too hard and it's just kind of biting back at you?
I mean, honestly, it's tight through the middle of it and loose coming off, so it's just the brake package that we have is a little crazy.
Well, as Elijah said in the pre-race interviews, no NASCAR series has run here since the 80s, so there's not exactly a pre-made setup for these trucks at this track. So it was kind of expected that the cars would be loose tonight, but not as loose and snappy as it seems they are.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Have the tires kind of tightened up the car there on the long run, or is it just amplifying the looseness coming out of the corner?
They get a little tight, especially when you're pushing. Definitely playing with the brake bias in the car to loosen it up and tighten it up, so it's definitely different every lap.
I'm sorry about your incident. Hopefully you can climb back up here. You've been fast all night, and hopefully you can kind of do a repeat at Daytona.
Oh, trying. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep.
That was the 22 of Robert here. Wow, lost my words. Sitting there after getting wrecked by the 88 after spinning. Going side by side here, 1 to green at the Fairgrounds. Pace car pulls off here onto pit road. The 27 and the 43 lead the field to green. 17 and the 13 follow right behind. Will the 27 win the race, or will the 43 take it back? We're green here in Music City. 27, great jump there, but 43 right alongside him. Side by side, hitting in turn 1. The 43 getting the edge coming out of the corner. 17 cuts off the 43. He gains the lead. The 27 leads over the 43. The 17 edges the 13 there. And we are back to the single file. Here comes the 22 to the back of the pack, trying to regain something after that incident with the 88. Currently bumper to bumper going down the backstretch. '88 runs high. The 22 there too. 22 loose again. Tokyo drifting it up into the wall. He hits the wall. And this should be the caution. Comes down to the bottom. Nope, we stay green. But here comes the field. They're rapidly approaching. Here comes the 27. And we stay green. The 22 not going to be happy about that at all. Yeah, the 22 here about to get lapped as the gets loose, spinning. Now on those really bad tires, and here comes the 27 to 43. As the 27 is leading over at, well, same place, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, the Gaslight Racing League Late Model Stock Series wraps up. Brandon Elvis steals another win. This is his 4th win in a row in that series. Congratulations to Brandon Elvis, which means Christopher Ross will be joining us in the next 5 minutes after post-race interviews. So, Gaslight Racing League fans, listen in. 27 runs up high, so does the 43. These drivers are giving it everything they have. Let's switch it over to laps to go here as we go Green Flag Racing Network side by side. This broadcast production is brought to you by our great friends over at Dubby Energy. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They don't use artificial dyes and contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Next time you go to buy Dubby's great products, be sure to use our code GFRN for 10% at checkout. That is GFRN for 10% at checkout.
Hey you, yeah you. Are you tired of endlessly scrolling on trading paints trying to find that perfect paint scheme but it never seems to be there? Well, I got the solution for you. Griffin Race Paints. Griffin Race Paints just did a massive price cut. And also, for the rest of the year, you'll also be getting a 45% off discount. GRP 45.
We're back here at the Fairgrounds. Was just talking about cautions to my co-commentator here, and looky here, we have a caution here. Let's get that replay and see what happened. Oh, by the way, Roscoe, welcome back to the booth. How was the same race? How was the late models here at the exact same track at the exact same time?
Well, we had a number of cautions, and very entertaining. The guys put on a really good show, and it's fun to broadcast. But glad to actually have someone to talk to in the booth now that race is over.
I've been alone for like 20 minutes, so.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, both of our color commentators called out, so we had I was luckily able to get one, but unfortunately Roscoe got the short end of the stick there. But let's get that replay pulled up here and see what happened. This is involving Rob with no, it is not. Oh, no.
There's Rob Wilhoit around in turn 2.
That was the first incident. That was under green. And the 22 just goes around again on him. Up in front of the leaders, hits the wall hard. Rob Withrow, this is his third incident in a row here. Brought out 2 cautions out of those 3 incidents. Not having the race he wants. He pulled him in for an interview earlier. That might be race over for him.
That's an unfortunate way to end a race. It's just, as I've had experience doing that, let's not talk about that.
As I accidentally unplugged my chair with my headset with my chair.
Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
I ran over the cord, so I'm just gonna prop it up here on one of my awards hanging up on the wall, and now we're good. Modern problems require modern solutions, my friends.
That requires having problems. Which you have plenty, sir, because you decide to have this mental illness called being a Kyle Buschmann.
That's certainly mental illness indeed. Travis Farmer gets loose on the restart. He loses a bunch of positions. Makes contact with the 69.
And almost takes Lyota. Now Bobby Hadaway around that outside. Side by side with Travis Farmer down the backstretch into turn 3. Side by side for the lead, Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton going at it.
Yeah, Mike Hauser started on pole position, led the first few laps, but then under caution kind of got shuffled out of the lead. He's been hunting for that lead this entire day, and this has been his best chance so far, but the 27 has just been bad fast here on these restarts. But the 43 finally figured him out, is on the back bumper, tried to dive down to the inside, tries to do it again. 43 putting pressure there on the 27. This has been a very entertaining race to commentate.
Yeah, speaking good song. Now, mine's been good. It's just been hard not having someone to talk to kind of discuss things. Got a little lonely up there, and unfortunately, the catering I ordered didn't arrive, which is so sad.
Yeah, that's because it got delivered to me.
You jerk. I knew something was fishy with that. you're looking for the battle for the lead, Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser 1-2. Chris Lyotta trying out of third lane back in fifth, and he lost the position with Travis Farmer. And now Lyotta under attack from Bobby Hadaway on that 88 truck. We get a camera view on that. Side by side off in turn 4. Lyotta on the wall. Loses the spot to Hadaway. Now here comes Evan Loeb wanting that spot above.
Yeah, exactly. 69.
Lyotta has gone backwards since the restart. Got Henderson, you see on the top of your screen, pulls it into pit road. Here's a look at Rob Wilhoit 3 laps down, and there's a look at Travis Farmer, currently sitting in fourth. It looks to me he's gaining on Aiden Williams.
Yeah, exactly. And sorry about kind of popping in and out here. Currently dealing with a small wildfire here off to the side behind the scenes. But the 27 still leads over the 43. Yeah, that 27 here, leading over the 43. Roska, tell us more there on that 43.
Mike Hauser currently sitting second, up 3 spots from where he qualified in the, trying to do some quick math, in the 5th position. He's currently trying to chase down your race leader, Aaron Stanton, who's up 13 spots from where he started. Aaron Stanton is currently your race leader and your biggest mover. 14 laps to go here. Side by side towards the back, Will Hoyt and Maddox, 2 lap cars battling it out. Coming out of fourth. They're looking at the leader going into turn number 3. Travis Farmer passes Hayden Williams for 3rd position. Travis Farmer currently in the final podium spot. And Travis Farmer is currently lead, gaining on Mike Housen.
Yeah, that 27 has been absolutely dominant all night long, been very fast all night long. Been really aggressive too. I'm surprised his tires haven't literally just exploded at this point. He's been pushing that car very hard, and I believe he might have the fastest lap. I believe manually pull it up here. Yeah, he does an 18.4. Laps to go here at the Fairgrounds. Now, yep, 9. Now down to 8. The 27 leading by about a second over the 43. Will Mike Howitzer, now down 1.8 seconds, be able to do anything? Or is this his 27th race to lose? As looks like Roscoe's experiencing some technical difficulties.
Am I though?
There you are. As I said,
I wasn't talking.
we got about 5 laps to go. Is this the 27th race to lose, or do you think the 43 can pull something and win as he gets overtaken by Travis Farmer?
Yeah, that 43 is out of the picture. Now Travis Farmer moves up to second. I've been watching this battle. The 13 and 43. Travis Farmer has been one of the fastest currently, and he's gaining on Aaron Stanton right now.
To go, the 27 leading here. Mike Howitzer falls down again to the 3rd position after Travis Farmer. Travis Farmer giving it everything he's got. Let's pull up the lap time comparisons here for the next 2 laps, see if that 13 can do anything. As you can see, Travis Farmer is just about a 10th off Aaron's fastest lap, but Aaron takes the white flag here, presented by W Energy. 1 lap to go here at the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The 27 going through turns 1 and 2 has been dominant all in all, set the fastest lap, and tonight, just outside Music City, he'll be sending his name with names along like John Hunter Nemechek, Dale Earnhardt, Michael Waltrip, Ayrton Stanton wins it. Does a celebratory little spin there, wins it all at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, and cements his name in the history books. A little bit of show gloating there, but what a race, what a finish there by the 27.
Yeah, and this little bit at the end I saw was definitely interesting. Didn't see much of it on the screen, but you heard me talking about Travis Farmer making those moves. He moved all the way up from 4th to 2nd just in this last couple of laps. So definitely had a shot to win, just if he was given more time, I believe.
Yeah, Travis Farmer there. Unfortunate way to end the race for him. But Aaron Stanton taking his first win of the Platinum Truck Series. The 13 burning it down. Don't know if Race Control is going to be happy about that one. .27 drifting it around the corners there. Up. And he hit the wall. 27 not going to be able to do a victory burnout, but the 13 is, which is odd, but who are we to judge? All right, let's bring in the 3rd place driver here. First of all, let's go through the running order here presented by Manufactured Crafts. Speaking of Manufactured Crafts, their only event here throughout the year. If you live here in Great Middle Tennessee, especially near Nashville, make sure you go down to the factory at Columbia, located in Columbia, Tennessee, for their one and only event this year, a very Merry Christmas. It's 3 days of holiday shopping. Make sure you stop by and tell them that Robert sent you.
I doubt they'll know you.
Shush. As I said, tell them that I'll be there. But, you know. Anyway, let's bring up those results. After 170 laps, Aaron Stanton takes the win in that 27 Ford F-150. Travis Farmer edges out Mike Howitzer, sides in 2nd. Mike Howitzer, an unfortunate way to end his race. He still finishes 3rd. Hayden Williams, 4th. Evan Lug, after a horrible first half of his race, ends up finishing 5th. What a rallying there by the 96. In 6th position is Curtis. In 7th position is Chris Lyota. In 8th, Joseph Maddox. 9th, Robert Wilhoit. 10th, Bobby Hadaway. That's your top 10. Josh Henderson, unfortunately, finishes 21 laps down. These are all your drivers who did not finish the race. And Justin Schneck finishes 139 laps down there in 12th. Let's bring in here 3rd place finisher Mike Howitzer for his post-race interview. Mike Howitzer, it's the boys in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, what's going on?
Great race. Started on pole position. A little bit of an unfortunate way to end it there. Were you hoping for the win, or are you happy with the 3rd?
I mean, of course I want the win. At the end of the day, 3rd's a good points day. I mean, it sucks losing the race, but it sucks even more as losing to the guy that ended up spinning out earlier. I know it wasn't Aaron's fault, or it wasn't his intention to do that. He didn't mean it, but kind of stings because after that, truck just plowed tight, just didn't have the handle it did before that point. But yeah, overall, good recovery for what could have been a disastrous night. So I guess I can't be too upset at that. Just, I don't know. I can't help just be mad in the moment. I'll get over it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard in these situations not to beat yourself up, right? But you can't do that. You know what I mean? You gotta look at the bright side of things. You finished 3rd. You still got a podium after what could have been, as you said, a very disastrous night, especially with those 2 incidents you had there about middle of the race. But overall, I mean, Travis Farmer passed you there for 2nd at the end, but you really rallied in and still got a good finishing position.
Yeah, I mean, give me 10 minutes to cool off, and I'll probably see the glass half full there. But yeah, like you said, it's not a bad points night by any means. Just stinks. Like I said, it felt great in practice, felt great in the lead there. And then, I don't know. That's just racing now. We will pick up the pieces. We'll move on to Chicago here in a couple weeks, and we'll plan to do just what we did tonight: run up front and go for the win.
Yeah, Chicagoland, kind of a good track for you. Got your first win there last year in the Cup Series. I believe I have that in the hype video for the Truck Series.
I saw that. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't catch me balling like a baby in my post-race interview.
Trust
yeah,
me. Garrett wanted me to put that in because I believe I'm making him an interview or an intro for his races. He wants me to put that in. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, Chicago. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I don't feel like I have anything over anybody else there. Just kind of, I was in the right place at the right time. But honestly, I'm hoping that maybe we can catch lightning in the bottle twice and be in the right place at the right time next week. So who knows?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the best thing you can hope for, right? I remember my first big league win months ago was at New Hampshire. I suck at New Hampshire, but I just so happened on pitch strategy to be at the right place at the right time, and I was able to stay out. So that's all you can hope for here in racing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, good momentum for tonight. We're gonna just go back, take a look at it. Maybe I could have done something differently, but overall, not a bad night at all, and we'll keep the momentum up heading into Chicago.
All right, see you in 2 weeks at Chicagoland.
Thank you, boys.
All right, already waiting for us here in the booth. 2nd place, Travis Farmer. Congrats on the 2nd place finish. Excuse me, I have the hiccups really bad. Was able to edge out Mike Howitzer there at the end. How you feeling?
I felt pretty good about that. That was a good race all around, man. I had a lot of fun. I didn't expect to get that high up, but I'll take it.
Listen, as I say, in every league that you're in, you're able to just get into a car and drive the wheels off it, and that's what makes you such a good race driver. Race car driver. I can't talk.
Thank you. I try, man. I try to be good and not wreck anybody. I like to have clean races, close races.
Yeah, exactly. You stayed pretty clean today. I mean, no incidents really that I could think of. Any that you can?
Yeah, I spun out, yeah. I called the yellow there.
There was that one, yeah. But overall, pretty clean race for you. Any sponsors you want to thank, family members, team, etc.? Floor is yours.
Just Velocity and the whole league for, letting me race with them every week.
Yeah, exactly. You do pretty good for us in the team points in the Cup Series, just saying.
I try.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Chicagoland. Last but certainly not least, your race winner, the most aggressive driver tonight, the most dominant driver tonight, the fastest driver tonight. Please welcome Aaron Stahan into the booth. Congratulations on the win.
What's up, guys?
Sup, you were bad fast all night long. Did that little spin there at the end. I'm assuming that was on purpose.
Yeah, my little... Actually, well, I tried to drift out of 4 and it just didn't work.
Listen, that would not have been funny if you just completely lost the lead. I mean, it would be, but then it wouldn't be at the same time.
Well, what was my gap? I had like a 7-second gap?
1.7.
You know. Well, at the end, yeah, after I spun, but what was it like before I spun?
I think it was about 3 seconds. It wasn't, you kept a pretty good chunk of that lead there.
Yeah.
How's the car tonight? Excuse me, I've really bad hiccups for some reason. A lot of drivers complain about the car being loose off of turn 4. Did you experience the same thing, or did you kind of figure out something that the other drivers didn't?
I just early on. This is literally my first time racing this racetrack, by the way. So like, early on in the race, I realized like if you just exit low off of that corner, there's like a giant bump off of 4, right? So if you exit low off of 4, I don't know if you guys like catching on to that.
Yeah, I did.
But you just missed the bump entirely, and you just get a better launch because you don't have to like lift for the bump. Because the bump is so bad, you actually had to like lift out of the gas a little bit, so you didn't actually like loop it.
Yeah, as I said in the beginning of the race, Nashville Fairgrounds is my home track. It hasn't been repaved in years. I mean, the racing surface is older than I am. So it's a very bumpy, very abrasive racetrack, but that's what makes the race...
That's not saying much.
That's what it's saying a bit, considering, how historic this track is. Probably hasn't been paved in the past 15, 20 years. Anyway, yeah, was it hard on the tires tonight, or were the tires not really a big issue?
It really took like 20 laps for the tires to like really start wearing in. I thought it was going to be worse than that, but tires actually held on better than what I thought, to be honest.
They held on better than I thought, too. I mean, I went to the All-American 400 here a few weeks ago, and it destroyed those late model tires. Before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank, family members, team members, etc.? Floor is yours.
Just to thank you guys for broadcasting, and thank Elijah for putting this all together. It's always fun.
Yeah, and thank you for racing here tonight. You put on a show. We'll see you in 2 weeks in Chicagoland.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, that will do it for us here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. It's been a great time here in Music City. You see Nashville there off in the distance. I've been Robert McKay. Alongside me has been Christopher Roska and formerly Ty Mosley. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Chicagoland. Thank you for watching. Yay, we're done.
Finally.
Yippee. I've been live since 8. Actually, no, 7:45.
I don't know why you're mad at me for not doing interviews. Literally no one was in the waiting room.
They said
do the interviews?
After the race, they immediately jumped in the waiting room. That's what they said.
When I joined, there was no one in the waiting room. Everyone was in like this general channel. So I didn't think anyone was ready for interviews because no one was in the waiting room.
Well, that's a lesson for next week.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have Colin back.
Yeah.
Why are you yawning?
Because I'm tired.
It's 9:30. How are you tired?
Because I woke up at 6.
I woke up at 4. Actually, no, I woke up at 2.
You've been doing nothing all day.
That's a lie. I've been playing Minecraft all day.
Exactly. I've been doing stuff, and then I had... Actually, surprisingly, Ty was amazing. He was very good.
There's no way. That dude has been nothing but unprofessional around me, so...
he was actually better than Cohen. I mean, it's a pretty low bar to begin with. He was better than...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that's not a bar. That's
he was better than Jamie.
floor.
He was better than Jamie. He was a lot more involved. He was a little bit louder. He was actually really professional. I was
So
surprised.
why does he just not? No, so he just hates me. I swear. There's no other explanation.
Stop. We're still live. I forgot it. Crap. Stop.
McKay!
Stop. Just stop. Sorry, folks. Fixing that now. Thought I ended it.
Two weeks in a row.